Welcome to HortTube. My name is Jim Putnam. This is the second part of a series I'm doing on early season flowering plants, bulbs, perennials, shrubs, and trees. I have tens of thousands of photos that I have collected over the years, and I'm just assembling them into a video series like this. Most of the things you're going to see, I have videos on my channel, like there's bulbs in each of these videos, and you can go. And I have a series on where I've planted bulbs and how I cold treat them and all those kinds of things. And it's in a playlist called Bulbs. Hopefully that's helpful. A lot of the plants that you're going to see, a lot of the shrubs and trees, I have just individual plant videos for, or something similar to the ones I'm showing you on the channel that would give you more information. This is also helping me to realize that I am missing videos for quite a few things. And so some of the things you'll see that I don't have videos for, I'm working on them from the video and photo footage that I have. So like I say, it's kind of helped me to realize that I am missing quite a few plants on this channel from from being as helpful as I'd like to be on everything. So anyway, let's get started with this next group of plants. There will be a third part to this probably in a week or so. Okay, we'll start off with Prunus mume, or Japanese flowering apricots. I did this video a few weeks back showing these, the ones that are at J.C. Ralston Arboretum. Amongst my favorite trees. They can flower as early as late January in my area in Zone 7B. I've got a lot of photos of deciduous magnolias. This is Magnolia cylindrica, beautiful white with that pink at the bottom, super fragrant deciduous magnolia. All of these deciduous magnolias are super, super cold hardy. Almost anybody watching can grow these. They bloom in the late winter. This is Galaxy here, beautiful, beautiful plant. This one is I did star magnolia in the first video. This is a cross that has the white with the pink toward the center. Really beautiful flower, super, super fragrant, great for cut flowers. This is magnolia. This is maybe my favorite. These are saucer magnolias, and this variety is called Pitcher. You can see why I took so many pictures of it, because it's so beautiful. Jane is also a saucer magnolia. Jane's a great one because it typically blooms a little later than some of the other saucer magnolias, and therefore it doesn't get as harmed by the winter. Here's an interesting cross between Prunus mume and a purple leaf plum, and really, really beautiful plant. It's like, we call it a double flowering purple leaf plum. Beautiful, beautiful pink flowers in the early spring. Great tree. Tree's a little short-lived, but it's definitely worth having. You can see how super, super showy it is. This is a lilac Daphne. Probably won't find this one in the trade a whole lot. It's super cold hardy. Most people watching it could grow it based on cold, but it does need well-drained soil. But just look how showy those flowers are. Okay, I put in several photos of Alyssium here. This is Alyssium anisatum, which is the Japanese Alyssium. Beautiful flowers in the late winter. Licorice scented foliage. This is a variegated version of that. I put in a Florida Sunshine Alyssium here. This is actually a Western Alyssium, or Alyssium parvifolium. This is a Mexican Alyssium here, Alyssium mexicanum, and then there's a native one to the southeast as well, Alyssium floridanum. Beautiful, beautiful plants, white or red flowers in the late winter and early spring. Of course, I had to put in encore azaleas. I've done lots of encore azalea videos. That's Autumn Fire right there, and I think the white one I have coming up is Autumn Lily, flowers multiple times a year, spring, summer, and fall. And next up, I've put in this is a flowering cherry. This one actually is called First Lady. You can see how full of flowers it is. There's lots and lots of flowering cherries. I have had videos from the old house of flowering cherries, and you can look those up on the channel. This First Lady variety is a really beautiful, kind of a medium pink. And this is a Purgence viburnum. This is a super underused evergreen shrub that's very cold hardy. Should be used as a screening plant more often. You see that beautiful, beautiful foliage on this plant, and blooms in the early spring. Just one of my absolute favorites, and like I say, it should be used more. It should be on people's list of things to use for screening. This is Viburnum tinus. It tends to get overused where I'm at. It's only hardy really in zone 8 to 10. I'll occasionally see one in zone 7 that looks good because it's winter protected. Beautiful, beautiful flowers this time of year, beautiful foliage. You can see how it is. Spectacular in full bloom, those of you who are in zone 8 to 10. Of course, I didn't include tulips in the first video with, you know, lots and lots of bulbs. Tulips are going to be hardy for everybody, like zone 3 to 7. If you're south of that, you need to winter treat them or cold treat them in the refrigerator to because they do need some cold over the winter time. But everybody, of course, loves tulips this time of year in the late winter. And then this is Fothergilla. This is a native to the southeast United States. Fragrant flower. It's in the witch hazel family. You can tell by that frilly flower on it. Witch hazels and loropetalum are in that same family, but this is a fragrant native to the southeast. Beautiful blue-green foliage when it comes out. Just really great 4-season plant, really. This is a galanthus or snowdrops. Everybody loves these this time of year. This is one of the easier bulbs to grow. Again, most of these bulbs are for colder areas. These are zones 3 to 7, but snowdrops are amongst my favorites. I also like them because they come up, put on their show, and go to sleep really, really quickly. So they come in and get out of the way just as quick. This is a hybrid rhododendron, and this one is Champmannii. This is a Champmannii wonder, is this variety. There are a lot of hybrid rhododendrons. This one was crossed with a Florida native rhododendron called Rhododendron Champmannii. A lot of these are crossed with Rhododendron carolinum. This is a trumpet honeysuckle. These are actually native to the southeast. This is a beautiful vine, blooms super, super early in the spring. This one right here is being grown as a ground cover at the J.C. Ralston Arboretum, but of course if you give it anything to climb on, it'll take off pretty quickly. Several different flower colors on these trumpet honeysuckles. This is Viburnum obovatum. This is actually a native to the southeast United States as well. It's fragrant, but it has a kind of a weird smell to me. Walters is probably the most popular variety on this, but there's a lot of new compact varieties of Viburnum obovatum. Great showy shrubs in the early spring every year. And last but not least, this is winter honeysuckle. This one actually can be a bit invasive and a bit of a bully in the garden, but then there's nothing more fragrant in the early spring. You can smell these from a mile away. They tend to get big and sprawling over time, and like I say, they can be a bully. You can see how big that one gets right there. So again, there are 700 videos, I think, on this channel at this point, and many, many of them cover the things that you're seeing in these videos. If you need additional information, like I say, a week or so, I'll put up part 3 to this series. Thanks for watching.